one. That'll work. I got it right here. There's the blade. Let's see. So the self-propels is going to be kind of a little more problems. Let me see what you guys are looking at here. Oh yeah, you can kind of see what's going on. Try to move the camera over this way a bit. Got some little, oh, maybe 10mm. Try that and see if that's the right size or not. 10mm, maybe a 3/8. Yeah, 10 seems to fit. Get this out of the way. Well, how's it going, scrappers? Your prices are going up around some parts of the country and other parts are not. I was thinking of tearing down the microwave today, but I thought, nah, I got this thing out here in the way, so I'll go ahead and get it down. Got a bunch of dirt there. Build my floor up like I needed it built up. And now we got another cover. So, and same size. The self-propels are always a lot harder to get apart because you have some kind of linkage or something going from the motor over to the drive. The sediment bowl has gone off of this motor. I had it out here on the south side of the property, so I figured it's been partially cannibalized. Bearings got gone. It's got a kind of an automatic, looks like, height adjustment here. Electric start, got a little starter. Should have one more bolt there somewhere. Well, maybe not, just maybe 3 of them. Huh. Doesn't look like that piece wants to come off of there. I gotta try to figure out what's holding this piece back here. So. Okay, I got it flipped up on its side so I can drain the oil. Got the oil pan down there. And you can kind of see all this plastic up under here. This piece here won't come off because this is in the way. And then the question is, could I get it over that anyway? And I see back here, plastic has a bolt going in right here. So I got to get in behind this. Another one here, so you got this in the way because you got another bolt right here going into the plastic. And I'm not sure, but I don't feel anything back there. I think it's just sitting on top of the drive shaft. So I'm gonna have to try to get back into those two. So just kind of get all this garbage off the back. And I'll have to look and see if there's anything on top of the on top of the deck that might screw into it. So I'll see what I got to do to get in. I think I'll have to adjust these wheels differently to where I can get in there. So I'm going to get this thing flipped back over, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm trying to get into this one bottom piece, get that plastic off. These two here, they go through, and on this side there's two recesses where I can get into the nut, so I'll have to use a socket. But you know, the plastic goes from like here over on the other side, so there's no way I can get into that. So I'm thinking I'm going to have to pull this off, and then maybe that might come off. And this is a Torx, or some call it a Star. And apparently I've got the wrong size. Orts reverse thread. So I'll see if I can find a little bigger one. I think this is a 25. Well, found a T27. It fit pretty good, but it still wanted to strip, so I ended up just cutting the head of the bolt off. After all, I am just scrapping this out, right? So I've got that off of there. And we got a little pin here that would engage the gear. Now I've got to try to get this metal off of here, and I'm not sure if it all comes off in one piece, but it kind of looks like. Yeah, I can say these self-propelled ones are always a challenge. That's coming, but slowly. Let's see if I can get leverage off this other pin. There we go. Got that one. Now to do the other side. Now I can get to this one. I think that's the one. Yeah, that's the one holding the plastic in. So once I get this other side, maybe I can get somewhere. Okay, I think I can get this bolt out of here now. I think it's a 10mm. Yeah, that one was holding plastic. I think this one over here. There's actually another one over here that's a little smaller than this side. I'm not sure what it's holding. I'll go ahead and see if I can get it out. I'll try an 8. I think that's an 8. Yeah. In a way, I don't want to take this bracket here off because that's pretty much what the lifting strap is hanging on to. So now to hoist it up and see if I can get that plastic out of there. Maybe. Nope. Well, I might just have to flip it upside down off this workbench and see what the heck I've got. find my 1D ring, so I just used the C-clamp in my lifting strap. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not. But that's the way I rigged this thing up. Just put a C-clamp on it. Okay, we'll get that out of there. Yeah, I was draining that oil earlier and thought it was all out, and then when I started tipping it back, it started coming out gushing. I thought, what the heck? Okay, it looks like that axle's holding it in there, so in order to get the angle grinder down to the axle, I'm going to have to cut this piece out. Yeah, let me get you over here where you can see. Kind of moving that plastic, and the axle right here is holding it, but to cut the axle I got to cut this out, so probably have to change over to another cutting disc soon. And I've got the hoist plugged into the little extension cord I usually plug the grinder into. Okay, plug your ears, or pull your earbuds, one or the other. Yeah, I think I'm getting more involved in this thing than I wanted to, but it's been out there a while. I needed to do it, so. Yeah, if I tore everything off the back, I could probably pull that right on out of there. Possibly, but I got a bolt here, so I gotta figure out how in the heck I gotta turn this thing in order to get that one out. So, we'll pause this and change discs. I think we finally have success. I went ahead and finished that cut, and then I made this cut. And then this piece will lift right out of there now. Yeah, we still got issues with this one. That plug your ear is going to use the grinder. Okay, then we got a spring under there holding it. I finally see the bolts for the motor mount. Finally. I don't know if you guys can see in there or not. Wire brush and kind of clean the dirt away from that one. I think a lot of times these are 1/2 inch. There's the belt off of there. Okay, Things wanting to come my way. I had my hands full. Yeah, knock the dirt out. Okay, now I got it torn down where I can clean most of the metal off the motor and take it to the melting pot. So, I'm not sure how long this video is already, but you can see I've had my challenges. Need to put a little more floor dry on that thing. Yeah, they're talking about storm coming in today around 4 o'clock or so, and it's 3:15 now, so I got to get this wrapped up pretty quick. So I guess I could probably call it quits. Like I said on here, pull this off, knock the flywheel off, pull the metal here off, carburetor, pull the head bolts out, pull the head off, and then we got clean cast aluminum on the head. I can probably go ahead and pull that off real quick. First things first, get the spark plug out of there. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing here. Oh yeah, not the best angle, but not too shabby. Oh, mercy. And then I think I needed 1/2 inch, right? Trying to think, do I have a good 1/2 inch here? Yeah, there's one. Man, that was tight. Well, what I did there, wouldn't come loose, so I went to I flipped it over to tighten it. Then, so I guess when I went to tighten it, it tightened up a hair, and it moved it, and then it freed it up where it could loosen up. So, a lot of times I'll do that before I go get another wrench or something. A lot of times the gasket here, it's right here I believe. And of course that gasket's metal too. It'll stick to a magnet. So I'll pull that off. But this head now is clean cast aluminum. So I'm not sure what that thing weighs. I guess I can throw it over here on the scale real quick. Turn the scale on. Yeah, pull the camera out of the tripod. So we can kind of see the scale zeroed out. £1 pound, 4.9 ounces. So 1 1/4 pound, clean cast, not too shabby. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching, and at the end of February now, March, things will start warming up. Of course, I don't know, I can't complain about 70-degree weather in February. Of course, the last couple of days have been kind of cool, so I haven't been out here a whole lot. Had the sniffles and whatnot, still got them a little bit, so I've been kind of staying in a little. I need to scan my business card and get ready to start running it on some of the Blanchard, Newcastle, Bridge Creek groups for picking up appliances and whatnot. I'm going to try that route this year instead of the OEC paper. The OEC paper Normally on that I get flooded with calls, but some of the calls I get I don't really want. You know, stuff is just really a pain to deal with, and then sometimes it's an hour drive out there, hour drive back. So I thought, you know, there's so much scrap metal out there. Is it really worth the drive? You know, I can usually get plenty to do to stay busy, so I'm going to try to maybe start running trash routes in the city, and I do that tonight. Actually, tomorrow, you know, I do Monday's route. So I got a map of the routes if that still holds true, but I'd run that route tonight, but with the storm coming in, and they're saying it's going to be good. I think some parts of the state's supposed to have 100-mile-an-hour winds, so yeah, hopefully not my area, I hope. Yeah, I might just leave this out here for clean it up tomorrow and throw it out in my barrel. Got several of them in the barrel out there I've cleaned up. There's a little piece here, and like one guy said, I had on that last one I tore down, I could have pulled a couple bolts out and pulled the piston out. But I thought, well, I can just leave it in there and melt it all at once. You know, it's not going to make that much difference. A couple more bolts, but main thing I want to try to get most of the metal off of there so I don't have as much to pull out of the melting pot. I mean, I could throw it in there just like that. Of course, I'd probably want to pull this plastic off first and this rubber here. But you know, like I say, I could throw it in there like that and just fish it out when I'm done. It's not that hard. Yeah, I've done it before a few times. So, but wanted to remind everybody about my Amazon affiliate link. I've got these Go Yonder cutting discs on there. I'm gonna have to buy me some more here pretty soon. I buy them in lots of 50. They're about, I think, just under $27 for 50 of them. So that puts them at just a hair over 50 cents a piece. And so I think it's an exceptional value. They work good. They last, you know, they don't wear down real quick unless you're just really pushing down, grinding on them. But if you let the disc do the cutting and cut, you know, don't try to force it through, they'll last pretty good. And of course, I've got my $200 plasma cutter on there. I did a video on that and forgot to mention that I do have that on the Amazon affiliate link. I've actually got a couple different links where I got it, but they both have the same emblem on the side, because sometimes one will sell out. So I put I found another one just like it, and that thing's been doing me really good. Years ago I bought a plasma cutter from Northern Tool, and it worked pretty good for a while, but then now I can't get a pilot arc on it and stuff. So, and could have been I didn't have a dryer really working with it or anything, where this one comes with a dryer and it's on the back, and then I put another dryer right off my air compressor. So my hose that plugs into the air compressor goes right up there to that dryer. So it goes to a dryer as soon as it comes out, and then it goes on out through my air lines. So then I have a dryer right on the back of the plasma cutter, so it works out really good. So yeah, I need to probably list this on buy, sell, trade, or marketplace. Get rid of it. Thought about throwing a $200 price tag on it, but I'm not sure. It's got a little bad spot there, a bad spot here, and then it doesn't have the original batteries in it. It's a 24 volt. So from what I understand, they put two 12 volt lawnmower batteries in there, and it runs and drives, holds a good charge. So I know I said I was going to end this video, didn't I? But yeah, it's full charge. I've got the charger for it. So we'll see you guys in the next video. You guys take care. Happy scrapping. I know that when the storm passes through here, it's moving fast and it's headed east, so everybody to the east will probably be getting it later tonight or in the morning. So you guys stay safe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.